Mary Jane, good afternoon. Welcome to About That Time. My name's Noah Rubin. I'm the editor-in-chief of Mary Jane and host of About That Time. We're extremely excited. We have a very special friend in the building, Haha Davis. Welcome, sir.
It's gonna be a bird.
Thanks for coming through.
You know I had to come through and kick it with you.
I know. It's a Thursday afternoon. Me and Ha said, what's the best thing we can do with this afternoon? Chilling About That Time. Talk about the Critter Click. Roll one up with the backwoods. That's what our animal friends are called, the Critter Click. Haha.
Oh, they is.
This is Dennis the monkey. He was earlier before you guys joined us. Haha was asking us about Dennis. Dennis is a wise monkey. He has great advice for people. He was named by our good friend Cousin Stiz. Cousin Stiz is kind of the father of Dennis the monkey, actually.
Okay.
So this is Fuzzbutt the husky. Bowie the cat is there to your right on the couch. So we got like a little posse up in here.
They got some real exotic names going on.
Hey, we try to get creative with it. You know, we let our friends who come hang with us on About That Time, like, you know, chill with the Critter Click, come up with some clever names, see what sticks. You know, sometimes the animals' names change if we find a better one. Yeah. You know, we just play it by ear. You know, you can't get too stringent about that. Do you have a pet? Do you have a Critter Click in your home?
No, I actually just moved. My mom had a lot of dogs.
Oh yeah?
One of them name was Snickers.
Snickers the dog.
Yeah.
What were the key characteristics of Snickers? Did Snickers like candy bars?
No, if he would have ate some chocolate, he wouldn't be still around with us today.
That's true. Guys, don't feed your dogs chocolate. If you didn't know that one, that will kill your dog.
No, I don't know why she named him Snickers, but
that's a pretty good dog name.
It's a cool name.
What do you think? Do you have any ideas? If you got a pet, what would you go for? You have ideas for pet names?
I'd probably call my dog Boomerang.
Boomerang the dog.
Yeah.
What kind of breed do you think you would want to get?
I don't know. I want me a pit bull.
Yeah, pit bull. Boomerang the pit bull. I think that's a good name.
I think Boomerang because when he leave, he gonna always come back.
That's true.
You know?
I mean, that's real loyalty, right?
Yeah, real loyalty.
Yeah, that's what you can look for that in a pit bull. A pit bull is a very loyal dog. Just don't mess with it, you know, because you could end up getting got.
They might turn on you.
Yes, it happens, guys. They are passionate creatures. We like to kick off About That Time. We like to go through some pictures from your Instagram, show them to the audience.
Definitely.
Get to know about you a little bit more.
Definitely.
Here's you chilling with someone who's significantly taller than you.
Yeah, about 2 feet taller than me.
Tell us about this picture.
Well, that picture was
We got it up on the screen.
Oh, you do?
Look at that.
Oh, hold on.
I know we're a high tech operation over here.
Y'all acting totally different.
I know we're 3D.
No, that picture I was out at a gathering with Anthony Davis.
He's tall.
He wear like a size 17. Like his shoe is so big that you can move into his shoe and start paying rent.
Rent shoes.
Like rent shoes.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's probably one of the tallest people I've ever met in my life.
Tallest person you ever met in your life.
I think so.
Yeah, because you're not an incredibly small guy, but next to him, he looks like a giant.
Yeah, he definitely is a giant.
And where were you guys when you met?
We was in Alabama.
What was going on in Alabama?
DeMarcus' cousin had I think it was like, he do something for Alabama, because ain't he originally from Alabama? Yeah, he from Alabama, so he was doing something like a
charity.
Give back. Yeah, charity give back.
Hey, Alabama's a good hang? What's your vibe in Alabama?
It was dope. The people came out, they see me, they showed love.
Having fun?
Yeah, we had fun.
Doing your thing? What did you guys eat down in Alabama?
All I eat is fried chicken.
All you eat is fried chicken?
All I eat is
100%, 3 meals a day?
I just had some fried chicken before I came here.
Do you have a preference? I mean, they should be paying for it, obviously.
Hot wings.
Hot wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings, hot wings. I mean, I can't argue with a hot wing. Who can argue with a hot wing? What's your favorite place in Detroit to get a hot wing?
Coney Island. You ever heard of Coney Island before?
Where is that?
It's like, I don't know what's significant out here, but it's like the Waffle House in Atlanta. How everybody go to the Waffle House?
Right.
It's like that in Detroit. Like everybody eat Coney Island.
Okay.
So it's like you can get
hot wings,
hot dogs, burgers. Yeah. So
sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Do you are you spicy, medium, extra spicy? What's your vibe?
Man, medium.
Medium.
Extra spicy had you on the toilet, and I be having things to do. I can't run.
Yeah, no, that's a waste of time.
Yeah, 3 times.
We're busy people. We can't be wasting time on like hot sauce ass.
Yeah.
You don't want to have hot sauce ass.
What you call it?
Hot sauce ass, dude. You don't want hot sauce ass. That's a waste of your time, man. It makes sense.
Hot sauce ass.
Very reasonable. Okay, here's more of a throwback picture. I think we got some good shades and a little baby.
Wow.
What's up with this one?
That's me and my dad right there.
All right.
This was 1993.
Real.
I was about 1 year old. That's my pop.
You guys are both rocking nice stripes in that picture. I will say, you got the stripes. He's got the stripes. The stripe game was.
I was dressed like I was
legit.
from New York right there.
That's a New York baby look.
Yeah.
I mean, a Detroit baby and a New York baby, you expect there to be some amount of kinship, right? You know, like there's a correlation.
That ain't too far from us, but you see where I got the swag from a little bit. He gave me a little swag back then.
I was gonna say your dad's looking real tight. He's got the style.
I just ain't like how he kept me with a bald head. Why you kept cutting my hair off? I was only a baby. I ain't really like bald heads.
Well, you've grown up. Now you're in charge of your own hair. You know, things progress.
Waved up.
When in doubt, wave it up. What are you driving, like a little toy car, a little type of situation right there?
Yeah, I think that was a little Benz.
Yeah, like a little.
That's a BMW.
Like a Fisher Price, German-made kind of vibe, right?
BMW for sure.
Yeah.
Look at my feet.
I mean,
I'm laid back. I'm already ready to drive.
Wait, are you wearing Timbs in that picture?
Yeah, that's why I say it's a New York look.
Wow, the baby Timbs in '93. Dog, you've been real since day one.
Come
What's
on.
up? I like that.
We can't stop.
Now here's a question. I know that you just became a father. Are you gonna pass those baby Tim looks on?
I try to keep my son fresh, but I am.
I mean, shout out to dad too, because like he set the precedent, right? He's like, yo, he's gonna wear baby Tims.
He definitely set the tone for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. It sounds good. Well, here's another picture. Speaking of pops, this is more of an uncle, I would say.
That's definitely an uncle.
Uncle
right
Snoop, maybe.
Uncle Snoop. I don't know what he was telling me, but he had to be telling me something hilarious.
Yeah, you're smiling and laughing.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
Snoop can drop a funny joke here and there.
Yeah.
You know? Now, obviously, for the people out there, they love Snoop. They love you. Snoop has been an important part of your evolution as an artist. Tell us a little bit more about the backstory with you and Uncle Snoop.
Me and Snoop, I used to be a comment hopper. So when I say comment hopper, that means I used to get in everybody's comments, all the celebrities say I'm the funniest guy on Instagram. But only person that responded was Snoop, and he followed me. So after he followed me, I just got to send him my videos for like 3-4 months. And then I did a video called When You Get Pulled Over by the Narcotic Police. And Snoop had liked it, and he like, send this to my phone. And I sent it to his phone. And after that, he's just been my mentor ever since. And that was about 3 years ago, 2015.
Shout out to Snoop. Snoop is a great mentor.
Shout out to Snoop. He's definitely a great mentor.
Visionary,
Yeah.
for sure. Keeps doing his thing. Have you checked the gospel album? You bumping the gospel?
I did.
Yeah. Oh my God, that thing's good.
Yeah. Snoop amazing just for the way he able to like get into different genres like that. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, bounces around.
be
So
blowing
today
up.
I'm doing gospel and I'm doing well.
It's crazy.
Next level. Now, we spoke a little bit about you being a new father a moment ago. This is, I believe, a picture of you and the newborn.
One of the most amazing days of my life. I guess.
Tell us about that.
I don't know. It's a feeling like I don't really have no words to describe it. It's just like I created that, you know?
Yeah, I made that.
I made that, so.
On a very big level. What was naming your child hard?
Nope. Gave him my name.
Junior.
Carlos Josiah Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. What are you? If you have another, are you gonna go for the third, or are you gonna flip it up?
I'm hoping for a girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want a daughter, then I'll be done.
Yeah, you can just check out.
Yeah, I can check out.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you have any daughter names in mind?
For some reason, I want to name my daughter Dior. I don't know why.
Dior. I think that works.
Dior sounds dope, right?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
London Dior Davis.
London Dior Davis.
It's a dope name.
Yeah, I think that's fresh. Have you put a lot of time and thought into that?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, this dude's really thought on this a little bit. That doesn't seem like you just pulled that out of nowhere. We appreciate the improv, obviously, but that definitely, you did some research.
I definitely did.
So here's another flick from your Instagram. This is you hanging with Chance the Rapper.
Look at Lil Chano from '79.
It's the truth, right there.
Chance was another big part of my career. He was a good friend of mine. Like, the power of social media is like how I connected with all these people like Snoop, Chance. Chance reached out to me on Instagram like 2.5, almost 3 years ago, and was like, "Hey man, I'm a fan, man. I wanna meet you." And he flew me out to Atlanta for a weekend. We met a lot of cool people. And then the week after that, he had me in Chicago doing his album. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. You kind of you set the whole tone for the record. Even the live show has a lot of your stuff in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is super cool.
Have you ever seen one of his shows?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got amazing.
I would have to say it blew my mind. I did not expect it to be on the level that it was. It was like really, really next level.
It'll put you in tears for some reason.
Every single person in the whole audience knows every single word.
Yeah.
It's really a different kind of feeling than other concert you've ever been to. So have you chilled with him in Chicago? You're from Detroit, he's from Chicago. You guys are kind of like close by proximity cities.
Yeah.
What do you think the relationship, the Detroit-Chicago relationship?
I think we one and the same. Only thing about Chicago, we don't gang bang in Detroit.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. We don't gang bang.
Right. So just keep it a little more mellow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got the legal weed before they got the legal weed, right?
I think so.
So I don't know if anyone else knows they're out there. Michigan and Detroit have been very on the forefront of this weed revolution. You know, here in California, we live that weed life regular. Shout out to THC Design, purveyors of the fine cannabis that we just smoked in the backwoods. So you guys, tell us a little bit about what the cannabis thing is like in Detroit.
Detroit, I think since they legalized it, it's like the liquor stores. It's a dispensary on every corner now.
Like actually every corner.
Like I'm telling you, if you roll down like 8 Mile in Detroit, it's a dispensary on every corner. You wouldn't get to a corner that is not a dispensary. It go liquor store, dispensary,
gas station.
Gas station, exactly. You know, you've been up there before.
I have. I had a female friend from the greater Detroit area.
Okay.
You know, I've been out there. I had a good time.
Pure Michigan.
Oh yeah, pure Michigan. Hit the casino with grandma. Yeah. You know, do that thing. Check out the Lions.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
We gonna win some this year.
I like that. I like that.
We're gonna get it going this year.
Detroit's having a great kind of a good moment because you guys have been in economic trouble for a minute. But your guys are kind of getting your breath back and fighting back hard.
Definitely.
That's what it is. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Chance, repping Chicago hard. Here's another one. Kind of got a slogan right there. It's about that everyday struggle. Tell us about the everyday struggle.
Everyday struggle. That's definitely where we came from. The everyday struggle. I think for me, all we knew was the struggle. We just had to find a way out the struggle.
Grind hard.
Grind hard. Keep grinding. Can't go back.
Never stop.
Won't stop. Can't stop.
Keep that momentum going. Tell us a little about this picture.
This was I did this in New York. I was at Complex. I stopped at Complex and I tried that hot sauce, the hottest hot sauce.
You did the hot wing show.
Yeah.
Hot ones.
I didn't do the actual show, but the producers was there and they let me try some of the hot sauce.
Well, you're a fan of the hot wings, so what did you think of the hot sauce?
It was crazy. I was contemplating on dying.
It was like borderline death.
Yeah.
I mean, you watched that show, right?
I have.
People die on that.
I know.
They try to flex like they're gonna win, and they're not gonna. Everyone loses. On
Me and my people almost died back there. Like I thought it was the end.
How long did it take you to like overcome the hotness of the hot sauce?
Definitely took me about 10 to 12 minutes.
20, 12 minutes, just like, am I gonna die? Guys, if you're gonna take a hot sauce risk out there, make sure you do it. You know, think through it before you jump.
Yeah, don't just be doing things just because you think it's cool. Like I never did the cinnamon challenge.
Cinnamon challenge, it's kind of gross. Or is it nutmeg and cinnamon, or just cinnamon?
I just know cinnamon.
All right, cinnamon challenge. That seems like it's gonna kill you too.
Yeah.
Worth avoiding.
I'm cool.
Ice bucket challenge. Did you get it down on that wave?
I did do the ice bucket challenge.
Is there video of Haha Davis doing the ice bucket challenge somewhere out there?
No, we never get a chance to put it together, but I did it before. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Maybe we should bring that back though, but do it with
something that really matters at this point. That was different. Kind of like there's a lot of things that need changing at the moment. I'd say. I think we should all get our minds focused on the things we want to change and try to change them.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So that was our unnamed Instagram segment. I'm just gonna give a shout out to our friends at Mez Vaporizers. Mez are our homies in Colorado. They've got some great products. You're talking about all the dispensaries. It says tip your bud tender. Folks in the audience, check out all the fine Mez products, cartridges, vaporizers, and the like. Killing in Colorado, soon in California.
That's hard.
It's kind of a fresh look, right?
They got to send me mine, so I can't go back to Colorado.
You're not allowed to go back to Colorado.
No, I just can't go back.
What, it's too much weed? It's too
much
fun?
It scared me.
What scared you about Colorado?
I don't know. I think it's the elevation. Ain't they like high up in the mountains?
Mountain high, man.
So yeah, I was doing a party. I was hosting a party out there. I'm in the party. I got my drink going. Then my nose just started bleeding. I was like, what the fuck? My nose just started bleeding out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's my nose started bleeding out of nowhere
No,
story.
no, for real.
I feel you, bro. Yeah, totally. My nose started bleeding out of nowhere too, dude.
No, like,
whoa, weird. This mountain must have really fucked my nose up. Dude, cool, I get it.
No nose candy for me. But my nose just started bleeding. I'm like, what's going on? And then my people was like, oh, it's because of the elevation, how high we are. And after that, I'm like,
I will say the first few times that I experienced it myself, it did hit me a little out of the blue.
Yeah.
You just gotta acclimate. You know what I mean? You gotta give it its time.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you can figure it out and not be a little more comfortable. Should we roll up the rest of that?
Yeah, we
that
should
backwood?
definitely,
because that's pretty good. Because we're about to enter the next segment of our show today, which is called Roll the News.
Okay.
We talk about some of the biggest headlines from MaryJane.com, our favorite cannabis news media outlet.
Right.
The first story from tonight is about the New York State Democratic Party is about to officially endorse cannabis legalization as part of their platform. Now, I mean, you know, Detroit, Michigan as a whole are kind of ahead of the curve, I would say, on this. You know, California, we've been enjoying this. You know, people usually think of New York as a very progressive place, you know what I mean? Like kind of setting the bar for forward thinking. But they've been way behind the ball on this marijuana thing. And Governor Cuomo is, I think, a big part of that problem. And it's taken a lot of wrangling for him to really open his eyes to what needs to happen. Because Massachusetts is going recreationally legal. Nevada is, New Jersey is going recreationally legal. And New York has been asleep at the wheel. So basically, it's just the Democrats in New York playing catch up.
Okay.
And he's obviously acknowledging that if the other states on the East Coast are going legal, New York can't afford to fall behind. I mean, I'm saying like, I think New Jersey is going to beat him to the punch. Like the PATH train between New York and New Jersey is going to be pretty lit, I would say. Yeah. If you can get weed legally in Jersey, but you can't in New York. So I think it'll take them a couple more years to get their act together. But
you know, get their act together quickly. That's what they need to do.
Right. I mean, and I think the first and foremost, think about the number of people that are in prison right now because of crimes related to cannabis. It's a shame. We got to change that ASAP.
But do they so since everything is legal, do they get out like on?
So
time served?
Different municipalities have approached that question differently. Yeah. But a lot of cities, San Jose, San Francisco, have been really doing their homework and finding the most expedited way that they can address that problem. So yes, some of the cities, especially in California, have been smart about keeping ahead of that, because I think before people go out there and celebrate, oh, weed is free, weed is legal, we can go make money off of it, you got to be aware of the people that came before you who are still suffering because of that. Right. So, you know, first things first, I guess you'd say. And shout out to New York for kind of coming to the party and you know, at least trying to keep pace. Yeah. Story number 2 from tonight's installment of Roll the News. There's an author named Tom Wolfe. He put out some very famous books over the last 50 years. One of them was called The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test, which was put out in 1968. Right. That book is credited with kind of exposing a lot of the country to LSD and acid. Do you have what's your LSD acid experience?
Never had.
Never?
No.
What do you think?
But I live when I was going to school in Lansing. I lived with somebody that we used to do acid tough. Okay. And I seen what it did to him. I didn't want to do the same thing.
He went too far with it.
Yeah, because you can either have I heard you can have a bad trip or a good trip.
And
all I ever think is I'm gonna have a bad trip. So I don't
really? Yeah, you can't have your head in that space. You gotta keep it positive if you want to go there. So. Well, anyway, shout out to Tom Wolfe. He passed away. He wrote a legendary book. It exposed a lot of people in the country to LSD. He did actually later say to Rolling Stone that he actually hadn't tried LSD himself. It was really, much to your point, it was a book written about experiences of people around him that were taking and experimenting with LSD. He also wrote a novel, The Bonfire of the Vanities, which is also a very famous book. So Tom Wolfe opening people's eyes to, you know, psychedelic things, keeping your mind open. Shout out Tom Wolfe, R.I.P.
Shout out Tom Wolfe.
Shout out Tom Wolfe. We have a third story on tonight's installment of Roll the News. There was recently a Supreme Court ruling on gambling that looks like, because of the way they ruled on the gambling, it's going to actually protect legal cannabis as well. Now, what do you think? The sports betting? You bet on a sports game here or there, right?
Yeah, I think
you follow sports passionately.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's cool. Why not?
Fantasy league? Do you do a fantasy league?
Yeah, I actually do have a fantasy league. I did one last year. I'm gonna do one as soon as football season come back around.
What's your track record been in the fantasy realm?
Mine wasn't too good.
Yeah, you didn't do so good?
No.
Why do you think that is? You just went with your heart too much? You should have looked at the stats more?
Definitely, I think going with who you love instead of going with
the smart pick.
Yeah.
You got to separate. You got to like let your instinct lead you, but you got to let your brain kind of.
I see why it's so hard for like coaches and stuff like that. Like when you get close to players and then you got to cut them. I think it'd be hard for them because it's like you didn't build that relationship with them.
It gets emotional.
It gets emotional.
Yeah. It's and that's just like picking your fantasy team. You can't get too emotional.
You can't get too emotionally attached.
No, you got to just be like, this is the logical solution. Yeah. Well, speaking of logical solutions, the Supreme Court has basically given a vote of approval to a Supreme Court case that was about making sure that states had the right to enforce gambling laws as they saw fit. The cannabis industry sees an implication there that similar rights attributed to states will further protect legal cannabis in states like California, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Massachusetts, Maine, Michigan.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? So Supreme Court, rarely will you get a shout out.
Right.
But in this case, you'll get a shout out because you're protecting legal cannabis in states where we don't feel like going to jail for it.
Right. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. Thanks, Supreme Court. So that was our roll the news segment. Now we have another backwoods flowing. I feel like things are good, guys. Shout out to all the people that have joined us. This is about that time on Mary Jane. We're chilling with Ha Ha Davis.
We here.
Yeah,
so
we're chilling out.
Shout out to y'all because y'all came through on this Thursday. Some of y'all might be at work. Some of y'all might be chilling at the house.
Oh, they absolutely might. Now, if you check out on the screen, there's some words that have been written there above us. And they say astrology time.
Okay.
And we take this moment in this time in the show to kind of get into a more spiritual mood. Now, earlier you asked me about this rock on the ground. Yeah. This is actually our salt crystal lamp. We break it out for the astrology time segment. Okay. You know, make sure that people have all of their metaphysical needs met. Now, do you follow the horoscope? Do you ever read your horoscope?
I read it sometimes.
Oh yeah?
Sometimes it be accurate though.
Yeah,
most times.
Kind of on point.
Yeah.
On occasion.
Definitely.
What sign is your child?
He is I don't know all the signs, but I know.
When's his birthday?
November 30th.
November 30th. So that would make him a Sag.
Yeah. So, what day do we start? Because I'm the last day for Sagittarius.
Sagittarius starts on November 24th.
Okay, and I'm the last day, December 21st.
Yeah, or 22nd. Yeah, so it's like the 22nd to the 22nd of each month.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So anyway, you're a Sagittarius. What we do on Astrology Time is like, I did your horoscope, and I found some sentences from your horoscope. You can just tell me if you think they're on point or not.
Okay, cool.
All right? All right. So it says, he likes to visit the elderly and intellectuals who both enrich his mind.
That is correct. All I hang out with is old people.
OGs?
I love older people. I don't got too many young friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old do you go? Are you hanging out in the nursing home as well, or?
No, not at the nursing home. If you call my granddad's house the nursing home, then.
Okay, I feel you. So are you hanging out with grandma and grandpa? Like
my granddad a lot. My granddad, like that's how I learned. That's where I got my pops character from. My granddad.
Oh yeah? So it's totally based on him?
Yeah.
Do you, when people meet him and know of your character, do they see it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You can definitely see it in him because that's where I got the rhyming from. He always used to rhyme. When I was in high school and I get into trouble, I come home. He used to always say, "You just young, dumb, and full of cum." So that was just one of his little slogans he used to always say to me.
I feel you.
Yeah.
A good. I feel like people feel like if it rhymes, it must be true. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like there's something about a rhyme, it gives it a little bit more weight. I'd say. So I guess that one we'll give a thumbs up to. That seems like element one. It goes. Here's another element from Astrology Time today. Makes house moves that are not necessarily an improvement. Have you ever moved and it was like you're like, why did I do that?
Yes. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's a regular issue.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, maybe I'll head over there, and you're like, shit, this is actually worse.
Yeah.
Is that mostly in Detroit? Is that out here? What's the story there? Why do you think you make so many moves like that?
I don't know, because I just feel like I don't be doing nothing. So it'd be like, we'd do things just to do it. And I'd be like, what we do this for? I do that a lot in Detroit, at home.
Moving around?
Yeah.
Trying a new place?
I just bought a house like 2 months ago.
Oh yeah? Are you excited about that? You think this one you might be the right one?
Yeah, but I bought a 3-bedroom house, and I'm the only one there. So it'd be
like all lonely and shit.
Yeah, it'd be lonely. And then I walk around my house when my friends not there, and I'd be like, I need all this space for? Why don't I just get a studio apartment?
Yeah, studio apartment, save some money.
Yeah, so, but I don't know, I do stupid stuff all the time.
I mean, I think we all relate to that. So on occasion, guys, if you're planning a house move, make sure you do your due diligence. Okay, element number 3 from tonight's installment of Astrology Time. Says he is easy to approach. Do you consider yourself an approachable guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that's probably the truest one. Yeah. People say I look mean in the face, so they be like, they like if they see
Until
me
they see you smile.
Yeah, they see me in person, they be like, and they DM me like, I seen you, but I didn't want to say nothing to you because you looked at me. I didn't know if you was gonna reject me. I should just came and said what's up.
Yeah, just chill, guys. Approachable guy right here, haha Davis.
Definitely.
Hanging out about that time, saying what's up, chilling with Dennis the Monkey. Dennis the Monkey is kind of like old and wise. I think he's got some knowledge to share. He's our buddy. Element number 4 on tonight's installment of Astrology Time. It says he pursues his objectives to the bitter end.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you a fighter?
Yes. For everything.
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 Love.
Definitely.
Career.
My career.
Family.
Family.
All that.
I love hard and I hate hard.
That's life, right?
So if I love you, don't try to play me. Because I'm going to hate you forever.
I feel that for sure. I think everyone can relate to that out there. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so I mean, it sounds like the horoscope's pretty on point for you.
Yeah, horoscope on point, for sure.
All right, guys. It was a pretty good astrology time. Is there any objective right now that you feel like you're really pursuing hard?
My TV time. Definitely trying to get more TV time.
That's nice. You have a couple things that you've been working on, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
I just did I did Detroiters. It's a show on Comedy Central. It comes out next month. I did Meet the Blacks 2, me, Mike Epps, Cat Williams. My first big movie. Right now, I got a show over at Comedy Central, the Howard Davis Show. It's a skit show I got over there. And then I'm writing another show called The Carlos Show. It's going to be a sitcom.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm just really pursuing more TV time.
Guys, if you got a good objective, stay focused on it. Do big things. Live good like Haha Davis. Well, that was our Astrology Time segment. I think the horoscope was pretty on point here tonight, which I'm psyched about. So as we head towards the end of About That Time, we do like, you just name drop some great projects you have coming up, but is there anywhere, are you doing any live appearances? People can come check you out?
I just did, I did Hollywood Improv like 2 months ago. I was on tour like a week ago, but I put my tour to the side for 2 weeks just because I had so much going on. So all my tour dates, I know all my fans, y'all been on my head because I canceled. Well, I didn't even cancel them. They postponed. They not canceled. So all my fans that's upset with me, them dates will return soon. I just had a lot of business things I had to
be chill, guys.
Attend to.
Things will happen for your man, and they're big things, so just be patient.
So right now, I'm not doing any shows. I'm just, like I said, focusing on TV right now.
Okay, well, guys, this is Haha Davis. He's got a lot of great projects coming out this coming year. Maybe he'll be at a town near you sometime soon, maybe not. He's got a lot going on. But no matter what, you'll be checking him on Instagram. You'll be seeing him on TV, doing good things, having a good time. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
It's about that time.
Always.